If this video reaches 1,000 likes, we'll be giving away 2 FR t-shirts for the Mall-Limited store, including the Rare Rarity and Daring Do variants.
Most of you watching right now are probably old enough to remember the Great Depression period of cartoons, where the two powerhouses Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network decided, hey, screw cartoons! And all they did was start doing live action shows because that's what every kid wants to see, Andrew WK smashing things. Luckily, some brave producers were like, hey, how about we do original content? But eventually, after ruining their networks, they decided to give being creative a try, and thus some of the best shows were born. And here we are today, with the top 10 best animated shows in recent time. Keep in mind, this is my list and only slightly hierarchical, so try not to get too butthurt, okay? Number 10. Star Versus. So it's still kind of new in the world of cartoons. I think it only has 2 seasons, but it features both a person of color and a strong female lead. God damn it, did Anita Sarkeesian write my script again?
These achievements are directly rewarding players for in-game behavior that amounts to sexual harassment.
So let's talk about things that actually matter, as in not race or genders. The show has a unique animation style, very cartoony, but definitely some Eastern influences at times. It was actually refreshing to see a show come out of the gate with such fluid animation. It means the network actually had enough faith in it to give the show a proper budget. I haven't seen everything in the show, but it seems to have a similar humor to both Adventure Time, minus some of the gross out humor, and a little bit of regular show. Check it out if you have a chance. Number 9. Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra is an amazing continuation of the Avatar series, with Korra as the lead protagonist, a sassy independent Avatar who don't need no man, except she does, because she keeps getting into annoying love arcs. The animation is the same great level of detail that you expect from the Avatar series, doing intensive research on the actual movement of the martial arts and mechanics. The story has plenty of twists and turns that are actually cohesive to the story, and not twists and turns just for the sake of being a twist and turn. M. Night Shyamalan?
What a twist!
Number 8. Gumball. Nice fun little show that isn't afraid to go outside the norm, whether it be looking how fandoms treat background characters to parody on other styles of animation. It's got such a unique style of animation for its own, and a diverse range of casts. I mean, it's often mixing live action, traditional art, 3D, stop motion. Holy shit, how high is this guy's budget? This is an example of a show that's probably putting quality above money, and for that, I applaud you. Number 7. Regular Show. So Regular Show is a pretty funny show, except it's anything but regular. Features Rigby and Mordecai, 2 college dropouts, or at least 1 college dropout as stated from the movie. It's got a nice art style, simple but still detailed at the same time when it wants to be. And it deals with a few more adult topics than what you normally see. Heck, if you're a fresh college grad, it may even get a little too real for you. Talking about things such as high school flames, careers, debt, and
Crippling depression.
Number 6. So Adventure Time is a great show. It features Finn the human and Jake the dog that go to very distant lands. It has plenty of interesting things going on for it in its story, dealing with loss that is then completely null and void because it's a children's show and we can't have long-term losses. And that's why this one isn't higher on the list. Jello Apocalypse pointed out a lot of the flaws in one of his recent videos, such as how as the show goes on you stop caring about Finn or Jake and honestly want to see the background of the last great mushroom war instead. It's a fun show, but it's dropping the ball lately. Still better than Twilight, the movie, not the horse. Though I mean the horse sucks too. Number 5. Speaking of sucky horses, My Little Pony.
Man,
The show was really good in the beginning, but as it went on, it kept changing who ran the show. I know this is the top 10 best cartoons, but I'm mainly giving MOP a spot only because of the community it sparked and its back catalog. It featured decent animation when it came out around the time when unique and good cartoon shows were in a slump. It's essentially our Kanye West of animation. It came in humble, giving us great material, then somewhere down the line it started to literally sell us garbage for exorbitant prices. Number 4. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is a show that actually adds a bit of a twist, where the mystery is solvable through watching the show. It's complete, they finished it, and they don't seem to be planning on making a sequel, no matter how much we want them to. I got into the Gravity Falls hype train a little bit late, but rest assured, that train is still going, as people are literally finding more and more things to decipher in the show. It wasn't exactly that they said everything that needed to be said or that they wanted to say, it was the fact that the story was complete. There's no need to drag it out longer than it needs to be. Not everything in life is gonna be told to you. Not everything in life is gonna be able to be solvable in your lifetime. Life moves faster than you can think. Unfortunately, you're just not gonna be able to do everything. And the show ending in the way that it does kinda highlights that. We don't see what happens to Mabel and Dipper later on. We don't see what happens to Uncle Stan, and we'll never know. Unfortunately, just like life, you only have a limited amount of time to experience it. So enjoy it for what it did give you, and stop worrying about what it didn't. Number 3. Well, okay, I couldn't resist. I had to add one anime. Now, I'm far from an otaku. Believe me, I just don't have time to read subtitles while working. But One Punch Man was such an amazing show, and so much different than the normal anime that I watch. I've been told I have a 14-year-old girl's taste in animes because of the fact that I like comedy, school life, romance. But One Punch Man is amazing. The humor is great, and it's all centered around, I'm gonna butcher his name, Saitama, who defeats all his opponents in one punch. You would think that would ruin the show. Literally a character that defeats all their enemies in one punch. But it doesn't. The show is amazing, and the art style, while staying true to the original shitty version that was first created by One, as in the art style itself, it also mixes in with some amazing detailed work. Now this guy also has another one called Mob Psycho 101, but I just haven't watched enough of it to be able to put it on this list. Plus, I didn't want to fill this up with a bunch of animes. I'll leave that to Digibro. Number 2. Steven Universe. Alright, so I know the Steven Universe people seem to actually want me to literally die of cancer. Thanks, by the way. But I enjoy the show. The fandom itself is pretty cancerous, but I won't hold that against a good show. Because of its higher rating, it's able to tackle a lot of topics right on. It literally comes out and says that Steven is dealing with issues regarding his belief that the gym secretly resent him for causing the death of his mother, which was an immediate mind shock. It deals with things such as sexual harassment, abuse, and almost rape. There's a lot of things that go on in Steven's universe that are actually just straight out said, or are really heavily implied. It's actually quite amazing to see a show that takes such huge strides in an ever-immersing PC culture. This show isn't afraid to say fuck you. The songs are amazing in their simplicity, and the vocal talent is just simply amazing. Rebecca Sugar, wherever you are, thank you. And believe me, no one holds Steven Universe accountable for what its fans do. Your show is amazing. Your fan base, maybe a little less so. And the number 1 spot goes to Rick and Morty. Okay, so it's a little bit more adult than the other shows that we've been talking about, with like the exception of One Punch Man. But this one is something that's been able to garner the attention of not only kids, but adults, teenagers, old people, young people, hot people, ugly people. Everyone seems to actually like the show. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the recent biggest IP that Adult Swim has come out with in recent times. Unique, that is. It's not terribly long, and it's only had about 2 seasons, but those were 2 seasons of pure awesomeness, and we're about to come up on the 3rd. It's not afraid to take an introspective look on itself with a lot of fourth wall breaking humor. There's theories upon theories upon theories about this show, and people have been having a blast dissecting it. And if you make a show where we can actually dissect it using real clues in there and not have to stretch it too far, then you have done an amazing job writing your show, and you definitely deserve a spot on this list. So that's gonna do it for me. That's my top 10 animated shows, cartoon shows, whichever you want to call it. Now keep in mind, this is again just my list, and I probably didn't include everything that you would put on this list. So if I missed one, I'm sure you're gonna yell at me down in the comment sections, but I do encourage you to do that. If you liked this video, please do so. If you didn't, well, keep it to yourself, okay? There's not a dislike button, it's just in your mind. There's only like. Press the like button. I base my entire self-worth on how many likes I get, so please don't dislike the video. Please. And be sure to follow me on social media, mainly Twitter. And if you have a suggestion for a top 10, be sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and maybe we'll do it.
Woo!